Today at SPG1 Tactical, we take a subcompact Sig P365XL with an Icarus precision grip module out to 100 yards. This was an impromptu field test to see what my concealed carry handgun could do out to 100 yards. I've tried to speed up any downtime to 400% speed, but I wanted to leave the video uncut and show the whole true process, flaws and all. I've also added timestamps for each distance if you'd like to skip forward, and stay tuned to the end for a special offer.
How's it going? So I was out here earlier shooting a 10 by 12 piece of steel, and I was pushing myself out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 yards. And at 60 yards, I wasn't hitting as much as I would like to. Found out that part of that was my windage, and that got me to thinking, what are my holds for my handgun that I carry on a daily basis? So I came out here, I put this target out here that's a full-size IPSC style target on paper. I put a center black dot to kind of have something to aim at it continually. And then I've got markers every 10 yards from 10 to 100 yards. What I'm gonna do is wind up taking 3 shots at each location. We're gonna come up, mark which ones are 10, 20, 30, etc., and take it all the way back to 100, see where those rounds are going. If I can do my part, see what this gun is doing. This gun is currently hot, pointing down range. This is the Sig 365XL with the Icarus Precision Aluminum Ace 365 grip with a DLP recoil spring system in it, TLR7A from Streamlight, and the Holosun 507K X2. So we're gonna get this thing going. So first start, 10 yards. First 3 shots, holstered up, safe, going forward. I don't really think we need to mark these, but I think I might have, that was my first shot, I think, and then I tightened it up real quick. So 10 yards. I get up to 20. All right, 20 yards. Three shots at 20. I don't think we need to walk down there. They're all on the black there. Might be able to see that in camera, might not. I guess Hank wanted to walk all the way down. All right, let's push this back to 30. All right, we're at 30 yards. I had 13 rounds in the gun, shot 3, 6, so now I've got, I'll be shooting my 9th shots. Holster it up, let's go see what we got. All right, looks like I had 2 here, and then I pulled one. So let's mark that. That was 30. But the rest are all still in the black at 30 yards. Might I remind you that this is a subcompact pistol, 30 yards, hitting alpha shots. Minus the one I pulled. All right, we're now at 40 yards. So these should be my tall shot. This should finish out the magazine, so I'll do a administrative reload after this. Those felt like those broke good. Do my administrative reload. One thing with the 365 is with a full magazine, it takes a little oomph to get it in on a full magazine with the closed slide. But now you can see it's fully seated in there. All right, let's go take a look what we did at 40 yards. So 40 yards, all still in the black. This is 40 right there. I'm going to circle that one in there. I don't think that was the 40 if I recall, that was the 30. All right, let's push it back to 50.
Yeah, baby.
All right, here we are, 50 yards. Three shots, 50 yards. Let's see. All right, looking like I started to open up just a little bit, so probably threw one in here possibly. And I've got one down here and one up here. Let's mark these up. This is 50, 50. Again, note, this is a subcompact pistol hitting alpha shots at 50 yards. I probably should have slowed down just a little bit. I shot those a little quick, but I felt like I had a good sight acquisition, so I took the shot. But let's push it even further. Let's go to 60 yards. All right, we're now out here at 60 yards. That's 180 feet. Target's starting to look a little small, so can't wait to see what it's like at 100, but let's stretch this thing out. That felt good. Let's go see how it looks. All right, we got our 360-yard shots out here. I don't know if this is me pulling it. I was having an issue. I adjusted my sights earlier to come in a little bit more, so this could be windage. Although, obviously, we see 50, it seemed to be on, but you know, there is a human factor to this. Let's add on, get my excuses in now. The walking back and forth, did 5 miles earlier plus a body weight workout. I'm at 113 beats per minute right now for heart rate, but excuses aside, we've got our 3 shots, 60 yards down here. So that makes me consider, we'll see what happens at 70, but if I'm off the page or something, I might have to start compensating for now to the right until I can figure out if it's a windage issue. But let's go back and push 70 and see what happens.
All right, let's get her done.
So I don't know if Hank posted the video of the two of us head to head at 70 yards, but he did win that one. So that precipitated this test wherein we're gonna see what's happening to my shots at 70 yards and why I was only occasionally hitting a 10 by 12 piece of steel as opposed to continually hitting a 10 by 12. All right, here we are, 70 yards, 7/10 of the way there. Up until this point, every shot has been on a human-sized silhouette target. That doesn't even include legs, and we haven't even gotten really into the upper thoracic area yet. So with training, with fundamentals of marksmanship, with the Big 6, you can do phenomenal things with a handgun. Granted, I'm in condition, probably yellow right now, set up at 116 beats per minute right now, but if you apply your fundamentals of marksmanship, you do your tactical breathing, you take your time with your shots, you can do phenomenal things even with subcompact handguns. So let's see if I can back that up now at 70 yards. those felt good. Still aiming at the black dot, so we'll see if they're off to the left of the target. All right, I'm only seeing one, which makes me think that the other two went off the side here. So we'll mark this at 70. So this very well could be me at this point, or as we go further out, those windage adjustments may just be, you know, one click off or something. You know, we're starting to get to the limits of what a pistol should realistically be doing. But there's our one, number 70. So what I'm probably going to do for safety purposes is I'm probably going to aim just to the right of the black dot. I'll probably aim at this C just to see if I pull the rounds back onto the target at 80. Special thanks to my friend and mentor, Mr. Hank Hayes from NLB Tactical and Intuitive Self-Protection for filming this. He came out to my range today and I suckered him into recording this all in one take. So we are now back to a whopping 80 yards. We still got 90 and 100 to go, but we're back to this whopping 80 yards. So what's 8 times 3? 8, 16, 24, 240 feet, 240 foot shot here. Again, I'm gonna aim just to the right of that black dot down there that's getting smaller and smaller, just to see if I can pull those rounds back on target. Shot those a little quick, but felt like I was on. Let's go see. All right, I've got 180, got another 80. Oh, looks like our other 80. 80.
That's pretty sick with a pistol, man. A small pistol
80.
Like that.
I'm just hoping I can keep it on for at least one shot, hit at 100, see where it's at. But so obviously, within the limits of the rounds, within the limits of me, within the limits of the gun, I'm starting to open up here. So very well, I mean, human condition, we all have our limits, but
What kind of ammo is that?
115 grain, and realistically I think I've got a mix of 2 different types in there, but
It's not match grade?
it is not match grade. So I'm not even doing this with match grade ammo. So you add match grade ammo to that with consistent velocities, consistent weights and grainage, you know, you could probably be doing even tighter than this. But for now we've got 80 down here, 80 up here, and 80 here with me aiming here. So now granted, at that distance it's kind of in this general area, but that makes me think, okay, I'm gonna still hold on the right side of this target for 90 and 100 just to try to keep everything towards the center for the purposes of the video. All right, here we are, 90 yards. That target's getting smaller and smaller, man. Again, for testing purposes, knowing that I'm pulling to the left, whether that's me or the sight alignment itself, I'm gonna hold to the right edge of the body to see what we can do. But 90 yards, 3 shots. I do not believe I did a administrative reload, so I'm gonna do one of those before we start. Yep, keeping track of those rounds. Make sure that's locked in there. All right. Good stance, grip. Sight alignment, sight picture. I held all 3 of those on the right edge of the target, center mass. Let's see what happens, and then we got one more. All right, holding out here. I've got a 90 here. And I got a 90 here. And I'm not seeing the third one, so I don't think I see any new ones in here. So it could have been off the edge, or I could have pulled it. I don't know. But I got 2 hits of 90 here, which is insane because, again, I'm holding center mass and I'm hitting center mass. So that could be me. You know, nothing's ever guaranteed or perfect, but it's quite remarkable. So let's go back for the 100-yarder.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here at 100 yards. That's 300 feet with a subcompact pocket pistol. So that target's extremely small right now, relatively. Keep in mind, obviously, unlike a rifle, there's no magnification. Heart rate's currently above 100 or at 107, 108, somewhere in there. So getting my excuses out of the way now. But we're about to put 3 shots downrange, 100 yards with the Sig P365XL. Again, for testing purposes, as we've seen, I'm pulling a little to the left, or the optic is a little to the left as we get further out. So I'm going to hold just off the right edge of the target to ensure at least a couple hits, but then we can see where elevation is and see if it is me or windage. So let's do the lethal weapon neck crank. Woosah, tactical breathing. I'm going to finish out the one more round just for security purposes. All right, let's finish this out. Let's see what happened at 100 yards. All right. So I've got 100 right here. I've got 100 right here. I've got 100 down here. I don't think I see any new ones in the middle, so might have yanked one of them. But 100 yards with the Sig P365XL with some modifications, and we had 3 rounds on a human-sized silhouette target. For me, holding off right here on this right edge area. I'm having a blast doing this, looking forward to some more testing, but it's really good to get out here and see with plinking range ammo what this little gun can do, what my capabilities are, learning what my limits are. I think in the future it's just going to be more stress testing and see how far I can push it. Now, I'm sure my friend Juan is going to come out and do some blindfolded 400-yard shot to show me up, but this is the extent I've pushed my handgun so far, so I look forward to more continued experimentation and research, and having fun learning my weapon system. Special thanks to the folks over at Icarus Precision for treating me well, getting me this this grip. To clarify, I did pay for it. They don't sponsor me. I just really like their customer service. They were very responsive, got this out to me expediently, and so far I'm loving it. So until next time, Stay safe, stay tactical, and stay smart, my friends.
Well, as you can see, it is possible to place center mass rounds on a target at a rather long distances with a subcompact pistol. This video is not designed to discuss the legal and ethical considerations of shooting from so far away, and it was done in a relatively relaxed environment. However, in understanding what the weapon system is capable of, that sets a benchmark for pushing your training and comfort level. As for my experience, after reviewing the shooting footage and the target repeatedly during the editing process, I'm fairly certain that my optic is due for a windage adjustment, noting that even my first 3 shots at 10 yards were to the left. I believe that once I have my optic correctly adjusted, I'll be able to get back out and consistently place rounds on a 10x12 piece of steel out to at least 70 yards, if not further. I also need to thank my sponsors from S2S 5-in-1 Gun Lube, which is used to keep all my firearms in great shape, running smoothly and rust-free. They've actually set up an automatic 10% discount that's applied in cart if you visit the website s2sgunlube.com. And even though the site has gun lube in the title, they have products for several different applications such as boats and cars, all of which are included in the discount, so be sure to check them out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please be sure to use those trigger fingers to click that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can keep up with all the videos I have planned to come out. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and stay tactical, my friends.